Hey y'all, I'm James Wright. Welcome to my shop. You may remember a few years ago when I made a saw from scratch. We're gonna do it the easy way this time. This is a Bad Axe Toolworks saw kit, and it comes with everything you need to make the saw. And a lot of the work has been done ahead of time. It just needs some refinement and all the little details to make it actually fit together. So this actually is a very quick project. Most of the time for the wood pieces, they're just going to give you a block of wood and say go to town on it. For this, all of the routing work is done, but there's still enough you can actually shape it to fit your hand. So I'm going to be fairing out all of the edges, and I'll hold on to it and see how it feels and then go back at it. On both of the horns, they're left fairly rough, so you can come in and detail those how you want. I actually wanted to put a little bit of a chamfer on this inside. I like that simple, clean look, and it came out very, very well. On the top, I decided to put in two different V-cuts, and so I can put in a saw cut and then come in with a triangle file and shape down those little V-cuts. It's just a nice little detail, and there's different ways you can make this fit you and actually shape what you want in it. Again, I'm going to hold it in my hand and see how it feels, and then go and adjust those small spots, and then go back and forth with that until I get really close to it. I could go at this and then finish it up with high-end sandpaper, but I really like just taking it straight off of the file. On the saw plate itself, we need to actually file down the back so it comes to a sharp point on the back, and this will allow us to drive it into the back that will be sliding onto it. Speaking of the back, the plans show you exactly how to do this and where to space it. You start from one end and then you work it back down all the way to the other. You don't want to drive it all the way back down onto the saw. You want to leave a little bit of flexibility room so that you can adjust it and change the pressure. Some will want this to be perfectly flat all the way along so that you have the same depth of cut. I like to have a little bit of a cant, which means the front of the back is down a little bit farther. You will need to do a little modification in this slot for the back to fit into it to make sure everything comes out perfectly. You can use a small file or float. If it needs a little bit extra work, you can come in with a chisel, but I found the chisel is really good for getting rid of the junk at the back. And then we can fit it in there and see how she works. You can see how this is just a little bit tight here, so I'm going to have to take off a little bit more on the body for this. Also, you notice it's not going all the way back. That's because we need to take off a little bit on the plate. This is just done with a pair of tin snips, and it comes off very, very easily. If you have a large shear, it works out much better, but tin snips are perfectly fine. Here you can see how it drives in and then pounds all the way back in, and we have a really nice fit in that saw, so it slides all the way back onto the handle. And then we can start to see, hey, it's looking like a saw. We need to put some screws through to hold that in place. But before we do that, I'm actually going to go ahead and finish the handle because I want it to be cleaned and finished before I start screwing into it. And that way I'm not messing up the finish later trying to work around what's there. And this is the last little detail area. Now that everything's been fit in, I'm going to come back in and detail the handle and shape it down. And you can put a lot of time into this step to make it fit exactly the way you want it. I do most of it with a very, very fine file, but you could come in with finer sandpaper and do it that way. Then, because this is a hand tool, for me, that means homemade boiled linseed oil and paste wax. I just let it soak up as much as it wants, put more on, let it soak up, put more on, let it soak up until it stops soaking it up. And then after that has sit for a while, then I come in and put paste wax on to get a good feel on it. We want to drill out the holes, the 3 holes that go through the plate, and the plans actually show you exactly what you want for this. Once those are in place, then you can come in and set in one screw and then drill the next hole and then set in the next screw and drill that hole. Do them one at a time to make sure that they all line up exactly the way they should be. I'm using the post drill on this, though you could just come in with a drill. Drill press makes it easier, and the post drill is just a lot of fun. The kit does come with all 3 nuts, and one of them with the Bad Axe logo on the medallion. I really like how it came out, and it's just a sharp look on there. We're going to do a little bit of setting on this to make sure we get a nice straight plate. If it has a tiny bit of curve on, you can do some adjustments either by hitting the back on the bench or by putting it flat down and hitting the back with a mallet. Then we can take it for a test drive, and this sucker cuts beautifully. I was very, very happy with this right off the bat. Most of the time, if I make a saw, it takes a lot more adjustment. This one just came together in a really nice kit. I was very happy with it. Very quick, very efficient, and I enjoyed it. Walnut handle really makes this thing shine, and I know one of my patrons is going to be getting this, and I hope he's happy with it.
So there you have it, a kit from Bad Axe Toolworks, and I really like how this came out. Very simple kit. You get to spend the time on the fun part, which is the woodworking, and then you put it together, and they provide a really good set of instructions as well as several online information for it. Honestly, I really like it. Kind of a cool one, and this one is actually going to be going off to one of you, which is one of our sponsors over here. So I want to say a huge thank you to all the sponsors, because you are the ones that make this happen. You're the reason that I can buy these kits with my own money, and then when I'm done with it, I'm going to send it off to one of you. So thank you for that. So if you would like to find out more about Patreon or have any questions, then throw down below in the comments, like, share, subscribe, all that. Thank you. That really does help out the channel. So thank you. I think that'll do it for now. And until next time, have a wonderful day. Bad axe. Bad axe. Good saw, though.